If I told you you could engrave and etch designs into copper to create art, would you believe me? It's very different, and it is a thing. We're back in the Price Trapper Kitchen with Julie Flanagan of Artrageous Creative Studio. You're going to show us how to turn this into that.
Yes, and anybody can do it.
Even if you're not good at drawing.
In your kitchen. Yes, first of all, how do I draw? I don't know how to draw. You don't have to know how to draw anymore. We have Pinterest, we have Google Images. You just can go ahead and Google your favorite image that you'd like to place on copper. And then what I did was I printed it out, overexposed,
Here,
and
I'll
then
hold
traced
this up.
it. Oh, wonderful.
So this was something that someone would print out and bring to you, and you could somehow magically put this on copper.
Yeah, you just overexpose it and print it out, overexpose it and trace it with a Sharpie. And then you lay it on top of your copper and trace it with a pencil. So that's how you would put an image that you want to create. Here's another example of how I didn't trace this, but I kind of redrew it. Mm-hmm. So, and then over here there's, I mean, seriously.
What are you using to press?
Who can't draw this?
That's true. Well,
so what we're going to do is we have our copper that we flamed earlier, but doesn't even have to be flamed. You can flame it after you draw it. And we have pencils, the back ends of paintbrushes, all kinds of random pointy, but they're blunt. They've got to be blunt, not sharp.
If it's pointy, it'll poke through or make it too.
It will totally poke through. Underneath, you can put paper towels, like 5 or 6 layers, but if you have felt, that works a little bit better, but paper towels are fine. And for our intents and purposes, I'm thinking we won't worry about tracing. We're just going to look at the variation between the colors. Mm-hmm. We see yellow, then blue, then magenta, then orange, then a beautiful pink. We're going to outline the edges of the colors and use a curly line. And what's happening is we're digging ditches into the copper.
So it's super abstract.
Yes, if you do it on a flat table, it won't work because it's the softness that allows the ditches to be dug. Now, let's turn them over. Okay. We're going to turn over our artwork. Now, if you look at the other side, we have what we call ridges. Okay, so now we're going to dig some more. Oh, thank you.
I'm going to hold this up for Chance so he can see kind of what it looks like. So this is the back end of what I just pressed in. That looks really pretty.
And it's coming out as a ridge. Yeah. So you can decide, going backwards and forwards on backs and fronts, where you want ridges and where you want ditches. It's so fun and it's so easy, and the abstract turns out really more lovely than anything. So, and another little technique is to just poke, 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 and that creates holes or bowls, and then turn it over, and then poke, 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 and you have little tiny mountains or hills. Okay. And putting those close together creates a lovely texture. Here's an example.
You did real close, yeah.
And that's with a little sharper pencil.
So now, is this good to go?
It's good to go. I've got a couple pieces where all I did was that, but we can also add some lovely pieces of, I like to choose trinkets and pebbles that match the copper.
What glue works best for putting on sprinkles like this?
Any kind of jewelry glue. And they have all kinds of different ones. I like to use a little squirter one so I don't have to worry about a brush. And
gem tack.
Gem tack.
Is what Julie uses.
I got it. I'm like a Hobby Lobby.
You're offering this project at the end of this month as a special.
Yes, the last Thursday of the month, the 28th at 2010 Gallery. I'll be offering this workshop for anybody who'd like to come. And it's an encore workshop. I offered it before. We filled up and had a waiting list. So now we're going to offer it again on Thursday.
This is awesome. Julie Flanagan of Artrageous Creative. She's got a whole party going on here. Artrageous Creative Studio. Thank you. I hope you stick around. I want to do some party sprinkles with you after the show.